So another xfce video, I want to show how to get transparency in xfce, and then I also show some possibilities to get other icons and get another window manager theme. So just show you, here's a terminal. Here you see this is my system overview, alias D, this one, and you write it into the .bash underscore aliases file and sources into the .bash rc, and then you get such an alias. Just to show you, here we see in the terminal we have already transparency enabled. You see the xfce terminal settings, go to appearance, and then the background per default is none. Then you can use a background image or you use transparent background, and I prefer to go on opacity.70 or .80 in this region to have a good to have a good readable text as well. So, and this is transparency in the terminal, for example, and then we have transparency in the panel, which I like the most. You see the background picture, the poem is also viewable in the panel with the transparency. Per default there is not the transparency enabled on the panel, but you can do it. Right click on the panel, go to panel preferences, and then appearance. We have here also the dark mode possible. I disable dark mode, and it's also important to, when you want to choose a light theme in xfce, make sure you have the dark mode disabled here in the panel preferences. Just by the way, appearance, here you see I have the Advaita light enabled in this case. And if you enable the dark mode here, then the panel would also be dark, even in the appearance as a light theme enabled. So we have here two options to enable transparency in xfce. You have here on the bottom the opacity, which you can go down. You see now the panel is less visible, and this is the one option. And just look exactly, you see the whole panel is only visible a bit now, and the problem is you can also don't see exactly the text, and I don't like this. So this is why I don't like this option, but you can use it, for example, for a bit transparency. This is possible, but the way I like it more is to go here in the background from none, not the background image, also none. Use solid color, and then you go here and click here and choose a specific color. Yeah, you can also choose this one, and then it looks this way. But what I like is you can also choose white, just this way. But you can go here to this add icon, and then you can pick manually a color. What I like is I go just here with this to white, and then I use here on the bottom the opacity scale, and then you can go full transparency or just a bit. So like I mentioned before, on the terminal transparency, this would be 50%, and then let's go here as 70. So I like this in this region. Maybe now you see also a number. Let's go this way, select, and now you see we have again this nice transparency in the background. So this is how you can enable transparency on the xfce panel. I think this is the best feature to have a nice looking xfce. And let's go to appearance, and then you see I use the Advaita GTK theme. In this case I have also installed the Mojave light, which is looking this way. It's more smooth, more fits more with the Mojave-like window title bar. You see here I have the yellow, green, red buttons on the top. This is a Mojave theme. I show it later. And I have also ukui theme installed, but I don't use this in this case. I have installed ukui-theme for the icons. So let's go back to Advaita. And here, when you enable this xfce4 theme button, then it's also changing the window title bar. Then you see Mojave dark, Mojave light, ukui black, ukui dark, ukui light. And ukui don't bring window title bar theme. So let's go to Advaita. This is the normal look. Let's go to Mojave light, and then I disable again the xfce4 button and go to Advaita back, for example. I like the Advaita theme. It's more light. So just to show you, now let's check in the terminal sudo apt list. You can put out all available packages. Word count list is counting, and we have over 60,000 packages available. This is a Debian bookworm, you see here, a virtual machine where I already run bookworm. Old stable. You can run Debian in old stable as well for 2 years, and you get the security updates. Sudo apt list grab, and let's grab ukui. And now you see there are many packages. Ukui is a complete desktop based on Plasma, I think, and ukui-theme. And now you see here's the package ukui-themes. This you have to install to get the icons. And these are icons directly within Debian repositories. And this is what I like. You see, this is ukui icon theme, and it's colorful. I have my own folder structure in my home folder with desk, drawers, shelves, stacks, and in stacks I have all the normal directories, documents, downloads, music, public, templates, videos, and so on. And now you see this is a ukui theme with much colors. I like this very much, so this is why I use the ukui theme. And the Mojave theme, you have to download it manually. Go to gnomelook.org, and then you have full icon themes where you can download icons as well. There's also the Taylor icons, for example, and other stuff. And on GTK4 themes, you can get the theme for the window title bar here to get this nice window title bar. And then just search for Mojave. Here you can also click on the top in the search field, Mojave, and then you can go to download button here on the right and click whatever you want, Mojave light, Mojave dark. Or you go down here, product info, and then you go to files, and then you can also download this manually. So this is how you can get the Mojave light theme, and then you have it in your download folder. And then it's important, I show the graphical way and the terminal way. For example, here's Mojave light tar xz. You can open it with xarchiver, and then you have here the content, and then you see Cinnamon, GNOME Shell, GTK is 2, 3, 4, and then Metacity theme, Plank, and xfwm is for xfce window manager. So then, open again, and then you can extract it. Extract to, and then give a directory, for example, home, open, and then extract. And then you see we have here a folder Mojave light. Then you just copy or cut out, and then you go into, with ctrl-h, you can show the hidden folders. And then you go into .themes. And to mention, .icons is here as well. Here you can put in icon themes. Okay. And here we go into .themes for the Mojave light theme. And then with ctrl-v, you would paste in the directory. But I have always right-click paste, or over the menu as well. But here you see I have the Mojave Light theme in the .themes folder, and then xfce4. And here you see, for example, the pictures for the title bar buttons. So here you pack in your theme manually, and then you have this available. You also could put a theme into the root structure, I think. So it's available for all users. This would be, I think, ls/etc themes. No, not etc. It must be share themes. Yeah. And then you see here, for example, this in USR share themes, there the system themes get installed, and then you see Advaita, Mohili, and Ukui, for example. And you also could, for example, you just use the sudo command, copy -av or -r for recursive, but A is also saving the timestamps and so on. AV, and then you copy .themes Mojave Light, and then space, and then give the target directory USR share themes, and then you would copy the theme into the root structure, and then it's available for all users. So this is this, but I prefer to pack it in the home folder, so because I use my system alone. Let's check. This is this. Or .icons, there you can pack the icons. And also, if you have, for example, let's copy the command. Ctrl-Shift-C is copying a comment or a marked line. And then we can also go into icons. And we can also do .icons. And here you see I have TaylorRed in .icons folder, and then this I could also copy into USR share icons in the system directory, and then I would have the Taylor also available for all users. So just to show this, and this is my sysoverview, alias D. This is my system overview. So just to show you, this is the, let's go, settings, appearance. And now you see here, we have the Mojave Light theme here. And I go back to Advaita. In icons, you see the default Advaita icons. This is how it looks. And then I have installed TaylorRed as well. And then I have the ukui. This is a normal ukui, but the ukui-fashion is more colorful, so I like this more. So just to show you, and this is my favorite theme here in this virtual machine. The colorful title bar buttons are really nice. And did I forget anything? I showed the panel transparency, panel preferences, appearance, and then solid color, and here click here on this. And yeah, that's it. This is how you can create a transparent panel and in the terminal as well, and get some nice colorful icons and menu manager themes. And I like xfce in this way. So this is bookworm with an old xfce, but in Debian Trixie there are some more options in xfce, so xfce is already in development and is growing. Even it's a old desktop, but it's great. Small, fast, simple. So I bring up also another video about the xfce theme in OpenSUSE and in Debian and in Slackware, just to show some examples. But this is a manual way to adjust your xfce desktop how you prefer it. Have fun!